Well, there's the... I can now say I've actually seen all three of these guys. Can't climb over that wall. What's down in the caves? Ooh, it's dark here. You're asking the questions that you're not supposed to ask. I never knew Stone Man was a punster. Ooh, it's a shiny. May I? I guess I can't take it. Ooh, but I can play with it. It's like a jellyfish. Like one of them jellyfish in the Zelda games. See? Yeah, it's totally a jellyfish. Cool. This is a good secret. Not too hard to find and actually pretty fun. Oh, that reminds me, I still need to check out Vein Space and see if there's anything where the level continues proper. Pretty much my Achilles heel is timing vertical shot, like vertically aiming shots. Maybe I should call it quits. Yeah, I'll come back to that if I feel up to it. Anyway, what's next? Yeah, this is next. Lambda! I remember you. You made... Well, you made Mega Londo this time. I believe it was Thundercliff Plant in the last festival, by which I mean contest. So let's see what Mega Londo's like. Are you serious? Why? Thundercliff Plant was a bit empty, but I'm surprised. Well, but and or so, I'm surprised to see that Lambda decided to rectify that problem by making something that could be warranting a teleporter. Ooh. If I needed an M-Tank, that would be pretty nice. Wasn't that hard of a challenge either. Yeah, I remember my review of Lambda's level last time didn't push any envelopes in terms of gameplay, but everything else was pretty nice. No, I died! Mega Man can't die, he's a robot. I don't know why that keeps you from dying, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little concerned to see what happens now that we are pushing the envelope in terms of gameplay. Oop. 3 on screen, that's the limit. And now I need to find a place to land. It's not bad so far, aside from that very... I'm going to actually assume, even though there's no indication, that that's a pit. No, actually, this is probably a secret. Be wary of trap rating over 9,000. E. Okay, that thing didn't fall. I was expecting it to fall. I guess... I don't know what to think about this level anymore. You're definitely pushing the envelope in terms of gameplay now. Out of curiosity, I'm going to see what's down that pit, if anything. And then I'll have to play through the level again. Up to that point, probably. You cannot slide on a ladder. It is impossible. Your bat is kind of missing the hanger. Yeah, that's what I thought. So this level is going to intentionally have a bunch of sneaky trick moves. I might have pronounced that wrong by accident. Well, whatever. The idea came across, I'm sure. I guess maybe the bat's just hanging on the wall. I've seen bats do that before. Beware of trap rating over 9,000. That makes me laugh, at least. Okay, so what do we got going on? It's never good to see a telly appear without any clear indication of from where. Hello, Met Cannon. I'm around. There you go. I wonder what Mega Londo means. I know there's like Rondo of Blood is the name of a song in Castlevania, or maybe a Castlevania itself. Try jumping! I did it! No, this is Anor Londo, that's what it is. For some reason, like, the first thing that came to mind when I saw you died was Dark Souls, but everything... I tried jumping, I did it! I didn't actually solve the puzzle, except by accident, but I solved it anyway. I don't know exactly how far my slide goes, but I think Mega Man won't stand unless he's got room, like, non-ceiling. Yeah, like that. So it's actually not tricky there at all. You see? I don't know what that's for. Ah! I knew that would be tough. We haven't seen any archers yet. I've not played much of Dark Souls. I actually just kind of got to the first thing in the first game, and then got walled and my weapon broke, and I just kind of haven't gotten back to it since then, even though I enjoyed my time with it. But I've heard of Anor Londo, and everything I've heard about it was archers. Don't give up, rating 69, oh ho ho. I don't see what part of this would be ranked, would merit a 69 ranking, but whatever floats their boat. Maybe they just really like bugs. Or tadpoles. Oh, maybe it's the tadpoles actually. Might be the tadpoles. Will I change some Flash Stopper for an E-Tank? Yeah, sure. I have plenty of Flash Stopper. Ooh, ooh, here's some archers. That's archers, alright. Hey, get me away. Huh. I guess the 2 shots that it shot before I was knocked down counted towards the 6 it does in each pass or whatever. Uh-oh. I made it turn around. Ah, there we go. This should be better. So far, it's like I kind of get why, you know, I could shape the terrain to my whim. Why didn't I? That's a bit of a long stretch without a checkpoint. All right, I'm seeing a little more how this merited the skip teleporter. It's the most fun out of the skip teleporters I've seen so far, that's for sure. But yeah, I still kind of understand. It's going back and forth between a sensible unfair and like sensible fair challenges. And it's all made pretty well. I don't really know what to think. Like, I also get why it's ranked down all the way in tier 3, because, like, unfair challenges aren't really the idea with Mega Man games. But when I see, like, personally, that was my mistake. When I personally see someone running with an idea and, like, making the most of it and actually pulling it off pretty well, I have trouble faulting them for doing exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, it depends, of course. If what they want to do is respawn enemies all the time, like that one level, like on purpose, I'm going to be a little unhappy about that. For sure, but... Right, right. But then, there could also be a level that actually pulls off respawning enemies all the time in a clever way, and I wouldn't manage to be angry at that one. And this one, honestly, is pulling off traps in a way that isn't really giving me grief. So far, I would... Assuming I just reached a checkpoint at the top of this shaft... Ooh. Assuming I reached a checkpoint at the top of this shaft, I would probably not be particularly adverse to playing this level again. And let's find out if I... No, actually, I managed to make it here without dying. I might want to kind of read the comments just to find out where the latest checkpoint in the level is. Oh, spreading them out slightly differently and having 2 total. Dice in the spike drop like 5 times in a row. Okay, so there wasn't really a checkpoint after the one that I died in, as far as I can tell. And that I would have to definitely dock points from the fun factor if I were judging this. But yeah, that's probably the biggest issue. If there was an extra checkpoint later in the level, I think you would have you still probably wouldn't have placed high, because this is a Mega Man level contest and Mega Man is not all about gotcha moments, but you would have a level that I would personally enjoy at least. And you kind of already do. It's just I'm very glad I didn't die in that last section. The final last section, I mean. I applaud you for realizing your vision, though. That it feels like you made exactly what you wanted to make for that level, with the exception of the checkpoint, and that's pretty good. Alright, had myself some orange juice, and back at it. Let's move on with 63rd place. By Peter Dunn, we've got Combust Man. 5 more nickels here. Yeah! No skip teleporter. This looks like it's probably going to have something to do with Yoku blocks, given that there's very block... I found it, guys! Given that there are it's a very block-shaped background. Though, I might be judging things a little too much on, like, solid levels, and given that we're still in Tier 3. I did not have my hands on the buttons there. Let's see what this is all about. I have no idea what that's all about. It's just a different colored platform. Alright. Yeah, maybe there's nothing to do with Yoku blocks or, like, anything block-shaped appearing or disappearing. And it's just kind of... Okay. This level doesn't look good. It's at least somewhat clear to see where the foreground and background is, even though it's all red, because the background is all black and the foreground always has white. I appreciate that. But... Oh gosh! Please, let this not continue past this screen. I want the red back. I can't believe it. I want the red back so bad. But no, we seem to be stuck in, like, Bonus Palooza Land or whatever. That's my only... Maybe it's warmer and, like, oven area with more flame? Ugh. That was unpleasant. And that was an understatement. That was a huge, humongous understatement. Please don't do that again. So far, the 2 things I'm really getting from this level are it's empty, and it tried with custom graphics, but didn't really succeed. I don't know whether those do damage or... Now I know! I'm glad that was positioned just as it was. This was way near the start of the level. Or maybe it's actually not that far off from where I died, and it's just the inordinately long bonus area making me think it's a little strange. Could be. Yeah, actually, I'm actually pretty close back already. Still a bit of an odd checkpoint placement, since that is actually very close to the start of the level. You know, I said it was empty earlier, and there is a lot of empty space here, but that just there was actually pretty comfortable feeling for like the amount of enemies for a screen. Ugh! I regret being right about there being a path down here. Now that's interesting. Alright. Yeah, that's interesting. Normally, in the lower ranks, I've been expecting that when it's not clear where to go, and there's no indication that the bottom of the screen is a pit, that it's probably a pit. In fact, I've been experiencing that quite well, like, quite a lot, but this one, it actually used the there's no indication that the bottom of this screen is a pit to indicate a secret, and that's... I don't know what to think about that, because that would work, maybe, in a Mega Man game, but in this contest, there's no guarantee that any given level knows what it's doing. And so, like, normally you'd be able to assume that everything is fine like that, but not this way. It should, if it was in a different scenario, it would work better than it does. And, like, I can't feel like that's something I should fault the level for, but I feel like I'm going to end up doing it anyway. Here's something to fault the level for. You're making me find a boss while this... Nope, you're not. Thank you, thank you, thank you, goodbye. Was that really 5 of them? I only remember picking up 3. There was the 1 secret area, the 2 secret area, and like the place I slide in at the start. Oh yeah, there was the jump over the things. And the 5th one was under the count bomb. Okay, that's I don't get why some of the no one equals were. I at least don't get why the first one was there. Could have done with just 4, and it. Yeah, I guess they were going for 5, and that's not important and weird. It's weird that it made it weird.